Good evening. Wonderful to see you here. Wonderful to connect with you. And tonight, it's just tonight, I would like to introduce Aneta from Conscious Healing with Aneta, which actually she's an amazing woman with amazing life, with amazing experience and feelings. She got very good intuition and the good feelings. Welcome, Aneta, tonight.
Hello, everyone.
Can you tell us something about yourself, about your work, please?
So my name is Aneta, and I am a Qigong instructor, but also decided to start a bit of I would say, healing practice. So my business name just been rebranded from Conscious Living with Aneta to Conscious Healing with Aneta, to specialize in healing and emotional work. And obviously Qigong supports that. And yeah, so this is all about that, basically. So I've got once a week I run Qigong class, and then I'm planning to actually do a bit of healing courses, online healing courses and stationary healing courses. Just to teach people how to release emotions and how to heal consciously with the choices, because I really believe that healing is a choice. So once you choose to heal, there are many techniques and many tools available to choose from and heal from our programming, from our past traumas, from all of the blocks in your life. So 5 years ago, probably 4 years ago, I have been awakened to healing. So I've been learning for a while how to release emotions from the body and how to free yourself from every uncomfortable feelings, really, within your body. So emotions. Then I was practicing Qigong for quite a long time, and then I've decided to become an instructor, because this is an amazing tool as well to help you connect to your body and to your intuition and to work deeper on an energetic level. And then I think it's a time now for the future, and the future will hold actually creating courses for people to help them to learn how to heal and how to connect to their own bodies.
Yeah. That is amazing. And you recently actually went through very deep healing for yourself, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
You signed up to 12 Croissants course, and there was deep dive.
It was.
So, Anetka, can you tell us, please, why did you sign to 12 Croissants?
So obviously, for some reason, I've decided to learn how to heal. And I've been healing for about 2 years, maybe 2.5, maybe almost 3 years, I would say.
Healing yourself?
Yes, by myself or by different techniques, obviously, that emotional release, somatic release also from the body. So there was loads of techniques and tools I knew, and I definitely felt lighter. So I believe that we were in a backpack full of stones on our backs, and we carry on all of that heaviness for our life, and we don't realize how heavy it is really until something weird and bad and life-changing happens, like divorce, a very close person dies, some turmoil through life, some crisis, mental health crisis, or illness. And then we suddenly are forced to look into what's inside us, because it's becoming too much to carry all of that baggage with us. So it's definitely like I was feeling like I'm taking the stone out, and I feel lighter and lighter and lighter. But although I was feeling lighter, I was feeling like everything
But
comes
before
back to me.
12 croissants.
Yes, everything comes back to me again and again, like in a pattern. So obviously, I either couldn't heal it on a conscious level, or it was too tough for me, and or maybe I haven't actually learned my lessons as well, or maybe that was my journey to actually go through 12 croissants and experience deeper healing. So then I can basically teach others and just really, really understand that healing is a choice. So once you sign up, you can choose to heal. Once you open up to healing, you can heal. It's being closed off what's blocking us. So it's definitely something like that. So I was feeling like it's a vicious circle. I'm repeating the same story all over again. I heal through each experience. I heal, and then through each experience, I was feeling lighter, but I still felt quite a lot of heaviness on my shoulders. And then obviously I knew Beata before, so it was easier for me. I've experienced healing through Akashic records, through goddess retreats. So I was feeling, I knew that the biggest breakthroughs in life happened after those goddess retreats. So I could basically trust you a bit more with the future. Although there was loads of doubts, there was loads of shall I do it? No, it's too much. I don't want it. But life somehow just gave me an experience where again I was a bit low emotionally, low mentally, and I thought like it's either that or I don't know what I will do. So yeah, it's just like I was forced through life experiences to actually to look and search for something else, something deeper, something that will give me a bit more hope. And then Bata's course came across. So I've heard about it for about 6 months, but before I signed up, there was an internal battle whether I should sign up or not. So yeah, so maybe Beata will tell you a bit more about what 12 croissants is about, and then I may share how it's changed my life and how it changed me firstly before it changed my life.
Yes, thank you. Yes, the 12 croissants, it is deep dive into our life, into this what we are carrying, like you exactly said, on our shoulders. I always say that I feel like we have a rucksack when we're going to hiking, and the rucksack in our life is like full of the bricks, heavy bricks, and we are carrying this and carrying this, and as much we go further we are getting, and we're not releasing those bricks. It is very heavy, very difficult, very challenging for us, taking energy away, and it's bringing actually more and more challenges in our life, either physical, either mental, either health issues as well. And 12 croissants has been channeled course and has been given to me. And now the course is spiritual, is the course of awakening. But spiritual life is our normal life. We living in the same life. There is like one on above other or together, but depends on us if we see the life in our life things which we're going through in spiritual life, way, or spiritual or not spiritual way, just normal earthy way. doesn't matter how we're watching. And this is as well the course. The course is about spiritual awakening, but it's about earthy things which we experiencing in our life. And by only healing the stuff which we experiencing in our life, we progressing in our earthy life. Our life is completely changing. It's opening new doors, new gateways. It's helping us with health, mental, physical stuff as well. So this is the course which is completely changing our way of thinking, our way of living, isn't it, Anetka?
I would say it expands our awareness and consciousness. So it takes us onto another level. So we may experience the same things, but our reactions changing. This is what I've experienced from my personal point of view. I've had exactly the same year by year. So the experience which brought me into 12 croissants, who actually pushed me to sign up, I have experienced exactly the same thing a year later, and my reaction was completely different. I wasn't weighed down by the experience. I was just I accepted that this is whatever it is. I released my emotions, but it wasn't weighing me down to the point that I'm questioning why I'm here again. So it's definitely doing a deep healing on a level which we probably cannot imagine, because I can't even comprehend it now. So yeah, it's definitely.
But you mentioned that why I am here, uh, why I am still here, or something like that. Can you explain a little bit more? What do you mean?
So
Please?
12 croissants brought something to the surface. So I had something in me that there was a limiting belief, I think. And I think I carried it from throughout my whole life without realizing it, because I never actually, it was like a subconscious, almost subconsciously, something weighing you down. And then only in the adult life, when I was ready to actually understand it slightly better, it came from subconscious to the conscious mind. So I could actually look at it and heal it. And I think I was carrying within myself the belief that life is not worth living. And I didn't know where it was coming from, because whatever trauma, like everyone is experiencing some sort of trauma in this life, it wasn't as bad to actually think that. And especially in the adult life, after so much healing I've done, that shouldn't be there anymore.
And
But
it was
for
keep coming back, isn't it?
but it was keep coming back, and I think it still came back, like even after croissants, like of a test. But it was like I didn't know where it's coming from. So in a 12 croissants, it came through the guidance, like channeled guidance. But I was doing the held in our hands for the healing, obviously, the whole process of 14 weeks, gathering together, meeting together, and just looking into ourselves. So apparently, I just carried this from my previous life, because in my previous life, I've decided to not to grow, to not to heal, and just decided that all of this life experience is one big bullshit, and I'm refusing to participate in that. And apparently, it wasn't from this life. So whether you believe in past life or not, it was definitely in this life. And to be honest, even if you're questioning this now, listening and questioning, oh, I don't believe in a past life, they are not here. Whether I believe it or not, it came from past life. It doesn't really matter. In a bigger scale, it doesn't really matter, because it was still affecting me in this life. So I was reacting to certain stuff every single time there was something difficult coming my way. It was like I was trying to fly and open my wings fully, and then something was just cutting the wings, and I was just back down on my couch, dealing with anything that was coming to the surface. So every single time I was feeling lighter, and I opened my wings, and again, I was landing on my sofa, just feeling very heavy. So it doesn't really matter whether you believe it or not, that it came from ancestors or it came from past life. As long as it is affecting your current life, it's real. And I think if you look at this, if you look at this that way, definitely something like 12 croissant can free you up from things, because
did it yourself, did free you or not?
Yeah, it freed me, because I had another difficult experience, and normally it would actually bring me very down, and my reactions were completely different. It felt like the previous reaction were like from child perspective, like it was like inner child was hurt and was crying and didn't want to be here. And then on the other side, it's like all of that disappeared, all of that inner child was held, and then I looked at it. I still had emotions, obviously. I had still had to just and bit of like coping with and trying to understand why things happen in a certain way, but I didn't have that in me, that life is not worth living anymore. So this feeling didn't wasn't there anymore. So
yes,
even if it will come back here and there as a test, it's completely different than it used to be. So although like your life is changing obviously because of that, because of how you experience your life, but the reactions were completely different. And this is how I would say the conscious healing on a deeper level is so important and can help many, many people.
Yeah, this is, why I have been asked to teach 12 croissants, because lots of work on the course is based on forgiveness. And all of us, we know that we need to forgive. In regards to be healed or heal something, we need to forgive, because lack of forgiveness creates very heavy, low vibrational energy, emotions, which they are taking us down, they pulling us down. And but we as a humanity, we are using some methods. And as you know, previously, before the course, we are doing, I see this like an iceberg. I've got the picture, this like an iceberg, yes. So we see this, what is on the above the water, on the surface of the water, a little bit under the water. But the biggest iceberg actually is under the water. And when we do forgiving processes, we do, if we compare to iceberg, top, surface, little bit under the water. And we don't see this, what is in the bottom, because we don't have entrance to this. And this is the crucial things which we have to do with, processes which we have to do with, really to free ourselves from those negative emotions and the situations. And this bottom, those methods which we don't know at this moment, were used hundreds years ago by wise women. And this is the reason why they were dying on the stakes, yes. It was not about the beliefs, not about something else, the knowledge. There was about that they were so powerful with this knowledge, plus the knowledge about the herbs and healing and whatever, that that's what they were teaching, was freeing people from the control of the mind and from the control of others as well. So people were getting the independence. They were free from the shackles, from the boxes when they were living. And same is happening now. I have to go through this course before I could teach. I had to go through all the processes. There is 12 levels of the working, 12 teams, I can say. And it is challenging, isn't it, Anetka? When we work on this, it is challenging.
Yes, so you need to be brave. I think as deep as you can go, the deeper healing you receive. So no matter where you are, and again, no matter where you are, on a course we had someone who actually was very new to that work, to healing, and we had more experienced people. And it doesn't really matter because it's, again, you work with yourself, you meet yourself, you meet what's inside you. So it is challenging because we don't want to see. So we have to be very, very honest with ourselves. And usually, I'm not sure whether people are aware with a concept of ego, but our ego will keep us in old, because as soon as you basically try to change, your ego will panic. Your ego will keep you in old. Your ego will be terrified, scared, anxious, and will do everything to keep you in old. So the biggest challenge, I think, on this course is manage ego's ego a bit and try to look from things from a higher perspective, because I have to say, like, within us, there are emotions which we denying, or we thought, oh, it's already behind me, or I've done it. Why is it coming back again? But I think this time, when I actually see that from like after the course, after a certain amount of time, although it was uncomfortable back then, it was the last piece that needed to be healed. So it was that last piece of very difficult emotions, because through that, all of your traumas, all of your programs, all of the emotions you don't want to admit to, like envy, like anger, you have to deal with it. And if you feel it very deeply, like I do, it is tiring, it is challenging. But obviously Bertha was an amazing teacher, and if there is a massive struggle, there is a session available to actually help to speed up or deal with things, even if you don't know. But I will actually look after you and take your hand and slowly take you through the process of healing, basically, of healing anything that you cannot see below the iceberg. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Beata and Jarek, because
Yes.
Jarek is a spiritual healer. He's done lots of channelings as well. He is my husband, my soulmate, and we are teaching together. It got as well very, very deep inside view. He sees beyond, he feels beyond, he getting very deep emotions, guidance. But yes, this is true, and lots of emotions, lots of situations which we experiencing in our life, we don't know. Some of them we know where from they are coming, yes, but lots of things which we are carrying, we don't understand where from is that. And we are learning on the course that something can be from our past lives, exactly what you said, yes. Sometimes we can carry stuff from our ancestors because we received as a present from them, or we have decided we will help our generational line, and we decide that we want to heal, we want to help them. And when we are working on ourselves now and here, but as well we are working in the past, and we are checking if something is from our ancestry line or is ours. And if we are healing ourselves, we are healing as well, freeing 7 generations back. So what if we're carrying from our father, grandma, or from our mom, her mom, we healing 7 generations, freeing back. So those people who will be coming back on their soul journey again to earth, they don't have to work on this because You already healed that. I already healed that. And person who is on the course as well. And the beauty of this is as well, the best beauty of this is if we're carrying something because we have received, it's possible that we will pass on our children, grandchildren, their children. So as well, when we're healing, doing spring cleaning within our life, our energy, our stuff, we healing, clearing stuff for our that's 7 generations forward for our children. So that's mean we are doing amazing job, because this is not selfish work on ourselves only. Yes. So now you can watch, for example, DNA illness, or some immune disease, yes, or some patterns like meeting the same type of the partner, yes, which was experiencing, let's say, our mom or our grandma or our, I don't know, father. And you heal that. And you don't pass this on your children. They are free. You are free. They are free. You are free. And the children are free. So probably we cannot, sign for sure that they won't. But from the experience, it won't. And I can tell you experience with myself, very private stuff. When in my family, from generations were coming to the family children which were born before the wedding. Even my granddad, so you can imagine, he was young man fighting in the war. So he was born quite a few years before the war, and he didn't know his father. So can you imagine? Now, if you don't know your father, it's fine, yes? But that time, if you didn't know your father, it was a big thing. And he was raised without the father. And later, each generation in my family, the child was born before wedding. Even my son was born before the wedding. And when I step to the deep healing, really deep healing, and I work as well with the croissants, and I work on my lineage. My son is married, and he doesn't have children yet. So we can see that the chain has been cut off, has been broke. So how it does work amazingly in our life. Is it worth to work on this, Anetka?
Yes. Definitely something I cannot really say whether it's true or not. But yeah, the things, once you heal very deeply, your relationships with people in your family changing. So you can see the changes. They're very subtle sometimes because we can't control other people, obviously, but you can feel and see the shifts here and there. So yeah, so that's definitely something big. So anything that if we heal ourselves, you can see. I've got friends who are actually seeing the healing. Our internal healing helps with relationships with children and how they are, how they become. They become a bit like calmer. They changing. If you carry loads of stuff, you consciously or subconsciously you project it onto your family members. Children are normally children, but your parents as well, your siblings. And once you heal, once you don't have this heaviness inside yourself, you don't project it anymore. So your reality is changing. So your relationships are changing. So definitely,
our vibrations are changing. If we do the healing on this deep level, always any healing is changing our vibrations, isn't it?
yes.
And this is really deep. going to the roots, our ancestors, to our journey from the past lives. So if we're changing this, automatically our vibrations are changing, and the universe is opening the doors for more attractive things for us, for abundance, for the health, for the better relationships, better jobs, better opportunity. We're starting doing the stuff which we had resistance before. And
we are changing. So for example, for me, it was like you sort of want to do something, but you cannot because you believe that external circumstances are working against you, or you've got your internal fears to move forward and do something different. Or you may not feel that you're not good enough. You cannot share stuff because you're not there yet. But the course is changing you internally. So I've seen like the blockages disappeared. The fears are not holding me back as much, or like even a thought of something may happen to me was terrifying in the past. Now it doesn't hold any power anymore. So definitely it's just the feeling the difference, the quality of life is changing. Yeah, as you said, like the blockages, most of the blockages are inside us. So once you heal that, suddenly your perspective changing. So you level up, your consciousness expanding, your awareness is different. So it's amazing journey to make your life better, to live your full potential, to have your best life rather than just struggles or working for mental health, or always thinking that you're a victim of circumstances. So definitely that. So there needs to be a bit of a readiness for that course, definitely. Being a bit like humble about your ego, and then a bit humble that things will shift as long as you open yourself up, and then take yourself a bit out of your comfort zone.
Yes, this is definitely coming out of the comfort zone. And student who is coming to the course must come with open mind and open heart and trust the guidance. Because that's what we're doing, what we're learning, sometimes goes beyond this, what we know, what we have experienced until now, and you need to trust. And exactly what you said, there are one course, but welcome any level of spirituality from the beginning, from the beginners to the little bit higher teachers, spiritual teachers, and higher, because we all work in the same group, but the work is there are some lectures because we need to understand what are we doing and where from the stuff is coming up. But the main work is based on the guidance, on the guided meditation, where I'm connected to Akashic record and channeling the guidance, and there is some method which we are following step by step, because we need to enter each point to work on it. And if you are here, you will work this much. If you are here, after the work, you will be here. If you are here, you will be here. And sometimes people who are on the level lower, sometimes they're going very quickly over there because they're ready to open up for on the spiritual level and on the physical level. They don't hold the resistance. They don't judge. They just going and doing. So this is amazing work which speeds up our life, our spiritual progression. I know, because yesterday you had little bit channeling, isn't it? Jarek did for you. And it came that in last year, and you started the 12 cross sound in November, end of the November, and we finish, I guess, in April, isn't it?
February it started. And
February.
Then,
No, we start in November.
we finished in May.
No, February. You are right. Yes, it was. Yes, you are right. It was about 19 February. Now I remember because I was moving house. Yeah.
Yeah.
And 14 weeks we were working, didn't we?
It was each Saturday, 5 hours work per session. So it was deep. You
It
go
was.
through a lot.
But the 5 hours always were going like that,
Yes.
isn't it? They were
But you have to
going
make space in your life for that.
very quickly. And you've done as well Akashic Records course after that. And what Jarek said in the channeling for you yesterday, do you remember?
Last year, I've made as much progress as for the last 20 years, which feels like that. Which definitely feels like that because the blocks have been removed. The doors are slowly opening. The life is changing. Yes, and yeah, there is more excitement about the life. So everyone will receive whatever they're ready for and they need the most, I think, because each person on the course received something different, but they received what they needed the most to accelerate the progress in life. But yeah, I would say it's just quality of life. It's quality of life changing.
It is. And the beauty with this course is that you are going through the healing, you receiving a method. You're receiving the method which later you can use for yourself. This is very important. You can use only for yourself this method.
This is what I'm using. Exactly that. So every single time, obviously, you cannot heal everything, and the stuff will be popping up later on. But I was so committed to actually go back to this method and just sit down and meditation and heal each time things coming to the surface, any emotions that are coming to the surface, anything that is difficult, and anything that is repeating pattern again. I just sit down and do the whole process again, just to heal myself. And I think that commitment pays off. So yeah, definitely a life-changing tool. And yeah, I think both 12 croissants connected to knowing how to connect to Akashic records can accelerate your healing tremendously.
If you would, if you wouldn't do this course, but with the knowledge which you have now about this course and the healing, would you sign to this course to go through?
I think so, yes. With the
I
knowledge,
think
yes.
so.
I think I was even thinking just to do it again. And yeah, just because it's so freeing, I think do it the same on myself as well. Just sit down each like commit the time, put the time aside to actually do the whole process again, 12 themes. Because I'm just curious, what would life bring me then? But obviously after the course you're just realizing that there is loads of tests, loads of life lessons which you need to go through anyway. So it is life changing, but you've got stuff to go through, you've got stuff to life challenges you for a reason, and then that reason is either to check whether you've learned your lesson, or just to see where you are deep down in your heart, how you react to things, whether you react differently. And then I can see definitely the reactions are completely different, even if the challenge coming our way, because it's a lifelong journey. If we actually learned everything and don't have anything to experience anymore in this life, we wouldn't be here. So it's definitely, we will experience things throughout our life. But yeah, with that tool and already through healing so much, our reactions will be completely different. It will be
And lots
lighter.
of stuff is not coming back. There might
Exactly.
come spark as a test, and
Completely new
that's
stuff
it.
will come in. Yeah, completely new
And
stuff
it's,
will come in. But now you've got the tool to deal with the new stuff. Um, Yes, so yeah, you receive healing, deep healing, and then you've got the tool to deal with future challenges as well. So that's why it's so worthy. I think the main thing, it was like price, it's blocking you because it's the main thing. But if you're meant to go through that course, the money will be found. And I think, like, looking back, I wouldn't even think twice. So like it took me quite a few months to actually make my mind up. But now I wouldn't think twice. It's
The
so good.
price is very special because will come to this course only people who are really
Ready.
want to go through the deep healing, want to change, want to have changes in their life. Because I've done as well by myself. I paid for the course. I went for the course second time, and later I hadn't finished because it wasn't for me, and was cheap, was not enough good, and I didn't have time. I started doing something different. I didn't see the value. So if somebody is going to pay for this course, it will really work through, and it will create the time.
And commitment.
That is the most important, and that is for me the very important when I'm working with people, because I don't want students who will come, okay, I finished, I will get certificate, because obviously certificate after this course. That is not about the certificate. That is about the changes in your life, physical, mental, emotional. It's cleansing your past lives, helping your ancestry life, and helping the children 7 generations forward, 7 generations back. So will come only people who are ready and they desire to do it.
Mm.
And you know
Yeah.
exactly what you said, to repeat this course, and always you will find something new, and always you will feel deeper. Because when I've done the first time this course on myself, I made amazing. I jumped even more than 20 years of my life. Expansion in spiritual life, and my last 20 years was horrendous, enormous expansion of the energy level and learning spiritual stuff and growing up and healing. And only through this one course I've done more. I'm much, much more further than I would do it next 20 years. And each time when I'm teaching you, I'm going through the healing process as well. So this is amazing. I cannot wait to teach next time. Anetka, thank you so much. If you could say just only 1, 2 sentences to everyone who is thinking, shall I sign to this course? What would you say?
I need more. So I would say, firstly, if you're not sure, yeah, if you feel the spark inside you, interest, it means it's for you. But obviously, our ego will try to keep us in the old, and it will be scared and terrified and just distract us. Basically, the distraction. But even if you need something, Beata is running Goddess Retreat. Beata is running guided meditation online. It's a great way of experiencing how she is, and how the healing, deep healing, it's like tiny, like a preview of what could happen at the 12 croissants. So yeah, so if you've got any doubts, there are other ways to try work with you, either for Akashic course or meditations or goddess retreats. But yeah, definitely, if you feel the spark, it means it's for you, and you're probably ready. It's your ego chatting. But if you're meant to do, the life will push you. The life will make you come to this course, and you don't need to go through that. I would like to say, like, you don't need to wait until the life pushes you to the bottom. to sign up. Yeah, you can just avoid all of that by signing up, because I think I was resisting too much, and then I was a bit dragged through hell and back before I actually signed up emotionally. So yeah, so everyone's journey is different, but if you feel inside that this is sparks some sort of interest in you, within you, just follow that, follow your heart.
Thank you so much. I'm in channeling. I was told that each soul on the earth supposed to do with this course. Each soul on the earth to free yourself from the karmic wheel. Actually, there is no karmic wheel, but the easiest way we can say the karmic stuff, because we're working as well a lot on the karma and the stuff which we're experiencing. Very often there are karmic payments. So we, once as a soul, we're talking about this on the course, isn't it? Once, let's say, soul conceived, and once we enter the planet, we enter the earth, we won't leave it. Experience the life on the earth until we don't heal our karma, our karmic payments and payments which we're holding from our ancestors. So you can imagine how many things, karmic things from this life, from past lives, we are carrying from our ancestors, how much we are paying. And the worst is that the karma, mostly we are creating by ourselves, for ourselves. Sometimes even not be conscious about that. And we won't leave the earth. So what does this mean? We will be reborn and keep coming and keep coming and keep coming to the earth until we don't heal everything. And this course is like a tornado, spring cleaning with cleansing our karma. And the method which we're learning, you are getting for yourself. And later, after the course, you know, because you learn how to catch the karmic stuff, because you know, immediately you know how to catch the emotions, how to catch the feeling, and you go through the process because you have the method and you heal this. Again, spring cleaning, done. It doesn't have impact on you anymore, on your life, or on your ancestors, and on your children, 7 generations forward, back. And you don't have to go again in the next life through the same. Because if we have any lesson of life which we're supposed to learn or work through this lifetime, and sometimes we are stubborn. I had some lessons which I was doing for so many lifetimes in the past. And I just only healed now because of this course. Because I've got the right guidance and the right method, right tools. So if this is enough for you, you are welcome. And Aneta is going to teach this course as well. I think that at the end of the next year, she will become fully qualified teacher, because there is quite a lot to learn to be able to guide others.
Conscious healing is my life mission here. So yeah, definitely helping others to heal.
Thank you so much, Aneta. Sending everybody lots of love. Thank you for listening us. And if you would like to know more, if you're thinking to sign up or you have any questions, please reach out. I'm happy to answer your question.
Beata always offering the 30 minutes introduction call before signing up. That's really good.
Free introduction call, but please call only if you are interested. So lots of love, and we are on end of the 2025, very challenging year, very challenging for many of us. And I know as well from the channeling that the next year will be much easier, but not necessarily that easy like the previous lives, previous years were. So keep in touch. Watch my YouTube, Beata the Soul Whisperer. There are lovely spiritual chats coming soon. And please follow Aneta Conscious Living with Conscious Now Healing, because you are changing the name. Yes, you're rebranding. Conscious Healing with Aneta. Aneta gonna as well record some films about emotions, about healings. So please follow us, and sending you lots of love and all the best in 2026.
Thank you. Bye.